Welcome back, everybody. I'm reviewing some of my EVPs from back in the day. The New World Science projects from earlier in the decade, 2010 up until now. So, as I've mentioned before, there's such a huge archive to go through. So what I'm looking to do is to just get some quick videos up for you so you can just hear some of it and hear some of the examples that we've got through the years, and start to understand actually of why this project is pretty special to us. Without further ado, we're going to dive into this right now and just get going. So this first one is a nice clear one. So actually this isn't through the machine. This was a recording through a radio, and something kept breaking through all the time. So I say, "Are you talking through the radio?" To which we get a response that says, "Yes." Roll it.
Are you talking through my radio?
Turn that up a little bit.
Are you talking through my radio?
Bit of a strange one. Another one I used to always get, and I still do, I still get these recordings that come through where I'll just say, good morning, and I get like a yes come back, a really stern answer, nothing special, just a yes.
Good morning.
I love that.
Good morning.
That's so cool.
Good morning.
Pretty straightforward, that one. So this one's really interesting because the light bulb went in my workshop, and there seems to be a comment that the way I've cut it, you lose a little bit of the last word, which was gone, but it was just a clear, the light bulb's gone. Something I think which you notice as well with these EVPs is, and sorry, I'm going to interrupt my own self. You can hear the ducks quacking. I don't know if that's going to pick up on the mic, but I'm trying to talk and I've just got all these ducks going crazy. I've got to plow through, I guess. I've just got to go. Something that's really interesting is these, usually on these recordings, a bit like the Jurgensen ones, I can still hear them. The recordings are sometimes truncated, like they're in smaller sections and smaller words, and it makes me wonder if they've got so much energy to use to be able to speak. These ducks are really... It's like they can hear me speak. Quacking. Oh well. This was a really nice recording. So this was actually for a family member, and somebody came through for that person, and I passed a message on to this person, and I get the following recording which says, "You're an angel for telling her." And this was on the earlier systems using Infinity. I can't remember if I put this in the last video I did, but this one that says, "We see what you see," for me it gives you a perspective of what they're able to see in our environment. Like, can they zone into our environment? Because I remember Friedrich Jurgensen used to discuss this and talk about how Lena would say that they could see their environment, or they could understand their environment and things that were going on around them. We see what you see. Oh, I forgot what that sounded like. That's actually pretty amazing. This is going back to the Infinity, where somebody calls out your name. It's a bit of a shock to the system because, again, you're looking at the subject, which is the machine, and then you get this direct it's not even a response, it's just a amen, and I think it can really shock you when that happens, and it kind of brings you to attention as to what's going on.
Yeah? Oh.
So that's an amen, and I say yes, and then this whole conversation going on in the background. I personally thought I could tell him something, which actually points to one of the things that happens with this machine and this contact is that there's a whole team of people chatting away and passing these messages on. If you think of a telephone exchange back in the 30s, operator would answer the call and they would connect you to who you need to connect to. Vincent, who comes through, and Lena, who come through, say that they're basically operators who facilitate the call, facilitate the contact.
Yeah? Oh. Yeah? Oh.
Eamon can help us. Eamon. I think that's to do with contact, to be honest, but I'll play it. So Eamon can help us. Eamon. Yeah, blimey.
Have you seen the thing I've bought for us? The voice box.
I love this one. You can tell the difference of the quality and how it's come on. So this is a very early one where I say, have you seen the thing I've bought for us, the voice box? And then you just get a quick, snappy yes. And that voice was actually to help these voices sound a bit more, give them a bit of a fuller voice, like a fuller, more characteristics to the voice, because they did sound so robotic in the earlier years. They still sound a bit robotic now. Sometimes a bit like a Dalek, but a hell of a lot better than it used to sound. So I'll play this one. So have you seen the thing I've got us? And then yes.
Have you seen the thing I've bought for us? The voice box. Have you seen the thing I've bought for us? The voice box.
Okay, don't know what happened there, but okay. Now I don't know what this actually says. But when we were fine-tuning the machine and trying to figure out how vocal processors could work, I'm going to play this. This is a strange one. I don't know what it is, but you can hear my colleague at the time, Kevin, was actually asking a question. Random answer, but I don't know what it is. The last bit is... crazy. This was a recording of one of my previous colleagues. He was part of the project, Kevin again, who was asking. Actually, somebody just addressed him, just said hello, Kevin, and you can hear him say hello. It's crazy where you're addressed by name. I think that's a bit of it. That can be really strange. But it helps in the work. It helps us move forward in trying to understand what is actually coming through.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I could only assume that noise that you're making is a deep frequency oscillation. Is that correct?
I think what's really cool is going back to when I first engineered, there was a machine I had called the Prism. It wasn't the best machine. It's kind of like an in-between machine. I didn't know what I was doing with this one. It wasn't quite, it was what I wanted Pegasus to be. I ended up reverting back to the Infinity, but you get an example here of its very raw potential. You can hear the speech processors actually coming in. So have a listen to this. This is what it sounds like when no voices come through.
I could only assume that noise that you're making is a deep frequency oscillation. Is that correct? The benefit of the recording outside the other side of the room, just the advantage over me, it's a bit awkward.
What I love about this is I love about this is that this was back in 2015.
Anybody from Axborough? I'll rewind that.
I've got so many archives to go through. I've just found one here. So Axborough is a place that gets referred to on these recordings. Again, there's so much to get out there to show you, the viewers, in terms of this project and the stuff that we've had through is pretty insane, if I'm honest. Axborough was a thing, like a place that would come through all the time. It was always referred to it. It's pretty cool listening to it. I'm just going to play it, see what you think. This is straight off my reel-to-reel. Using a diode-based system. There's a bit of a different one, but I'm trying to get in touch with Axborough. And here we have an example.
Anybody from Axborough?
I'll rewind that. I ask if anybody from Axborough. I'm just going to pause that. You can actually hear the Axborough. And this is where phonetics are very important when you get these recordings through. Understanding the phonetic structure of how things come through is so important. Raymond Cass and researchers like that used to talk about this a lot, about the importance of understanding the phonetical structure of speech and how it's so unusual. We get Axborough.
Anybody from Axborough?
Wow. This is actually, so this was just using some transistor radios and a reel-to-reel recorder. So this wasn't even the machine, but the contact was consistent, across everything. The idea of the machine was always to have a two-way live conversation. An EVP recorder is you're playing back and you're going through everything. The idea of the machine is you don't do that. You're monitoring everything that comes through and it's playing it to you and you're reacting in real time.
Can you play more music? Oh my god. Yeah, I heard that.
Do you know, I love my reactions as well. Going back to that, it's nice. It's nice because I knew when I was listening to all of this that I actually didn't plan on playing it to anybody because I thought it is nuts, it's crazy, but it's nice to be able to share it. Again, the music is so strange when it comes through. It does remind me of, again, that kind of gramophone or a very bad, like low quality telephone line. Music has always been a problem to try and play across the machine, and that's to do with, I think it's the bandwidth of the actual transmission that comes through. It's pretty low quality, and it just does enough really for vocals. Thank you again for watching this. There's going to be more coming out over the next few weeks. I hope you enjoyed it, and I can't wait to share more of the story of New World Science and all of these recordings. So wishing you all a great week ahead. Bye.